dark.
Well, congratulations! You got yourself caught! Sir? Now what's the next step of your master plan?
Crashing this plane.
Shortly after that, we'll be showing our feature film. Your flight attendants are Susan and Lance, and I'm Vic. We're here to make your trip as comfortable as possible. Thank you, and have a safe and enjoyable flight.
Well, we know where we're going, but we don't know where we've been.
Welcome to the Flyover State podcast, the perfect podcast to watch between the latest angry white lady calling the cops video and your favorite YouTuber reacting to the latest trailer dropping. I'm your host for the night, Jusef, or as I'm known as in the internet's Why I Love Movies. They put me in rotation last, hoping this episode wouldn't last, and Brian has tried his best to sabotage my episode with his bad internet, but here we are. We have some fun topics for you planned, including discussion of Tim Burton. But before that, let's do our ceremonial crack of the beers. All right, so let me introduce our esteemed panelists. First off, we have the man that many of you know from his multiple podcasts and his hot takes on Twitter. His first podcast was his long-running show, The VHS Shelter, in where he complained about how he always had to adjust his tracking on his Panasonic VCR. Later, he followed up his short-lived Laserdisc Stronghold, in where he boldly proclaimed that no format could ever be better, thanks to no tracking. But now you can catch him on DVD Bunker, in where he goes on massive rants regarding his massive DVD collection, because that's what the kids today watch. Please say hello to Brian Hurst.
Hey, thank you for that intro. Yes, I'm always on the cutting edge of technology. Look out for the Blu-ray house. I'm not drinking beer. You probably couldn't hear because I had it muted because it's very loud. I broke out my good friend the Kraken, so rum and cokes for Daddy, and they're so tasty.
Secondly, we have the owner of the YouTube channel that you're currently watching this on. He is a contributor to the OSP. Oh, I'm dyslexic. Blogs, and he's currently working on a few shows for them as well. He was voted in high school most likely to get cut having sex with a duck. He's one of the few people to to sign the remake The Dark Knight Rises waiver or internet thing.
Oh yeah, that link, TJ, by the way.
Yeah, it's linked on the prescription below. Say hello to TJ Dex.
Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, Jusef, we put you last because we figured we wouldn't last past 3, so we made it to 4. So it's a celebration in itself. Congratulations, buddy, and I like ducks.
And finally, but certainly not least, we have Joe.
Hey. Yeah, that sums it up. Hi.
All right. So before I pass it on to TJ, a word from our sponsor. The Flyover podcast is brought to you by your mom. She misses you. Call her. So TJ, what do you have for us?
Yeah, Mom, I'll get the laundry out of the damn washer, okay? Give me a second. I'm doing something, please. I'm doing something. Hey, guys. So, yeah, my topic of the night, if anyone hasn't heard, so TV has run out of ideas. TV shows, movies. I mean, we knew movies ran out of ideas a while ago. But they're doing this thing where they're making a TV show based on the lyrics off of the hit song from like 1999 or somewhere in that range of emo sad music called from Hey There Delilah. Really bad song. Don't understand why they're making a TV show out of this unless it's on like Freeform Family or something like that. So my question to you guys, one, do you think it's a good idea, which I know the answer to that, and two, if you had to pick a song to make a TV show based off the lyrics, what would that be? And start off with Jusef.
Growing up, I got hooked on Rush, and there's a song. I had to look up the name because I always forget song names. It's a 2112, and it's like a 20-minute song, and it builds a whole world where music is controlled by priests, and there's that guitar of destiny, and I don't know, it would be like a crazy animated TV series, and where we can just go full ham on the craziness of Rush, and have a lot of Rush music in there.
Make it feel like
That would be fun.
But why the plain white tees?
Why those guys?
Like
all these,
who was like, you know, who's really popular right now in 2018? Plain white tees. Let's get that song rolling.
I'm surprised they jumped over Dashboard Confessionals.
Yeah, but Vindicated, at least we got Spider-Man 2 out of that.
Yeah. Brian, do you know the first lyrics to Hey There Delilah?
Don't catch up with us.
Yeah. But yeah, like, why would you even do that, make that song from that? Like, I was going to say, if you could do anything, do like Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads, even though like the video is basically a movie in itself, but like, that would be amazing if you do it that way.
I mean, I don't even know if you need. I don't know. You don't really need to base a movie off a show off a song.
Yeah.
I'd base it off of. I was gonna pick something like The Trooper by Iron Maiden. It's already a story. It's about war. It could just be fucking sweet. You could even get like Game of Thronesy and like mythical in it with like the album covers like Eddie, but it's based off of a real war. Like a lot of their songs. I don't know, but hey, I think you nailed it on the head, TJ. It's gonna be just some, like, I only imagine like some CW, like One Tree Hill. It's gonna be One Tree Hill.
I loved One Tree Hill. They could only hope it'd be One Tree Hill, but like,
You're One Tree Hill guy?
Can we circle back to that?
yeah. Why?
Do you ever see I've only seen one episode of One Tree Hill, and it's that one where the kid has the school shooting. And it's the funniest episode on television.
Okay, well, we can circle back to that. One Tree Hill is a great show. But yeah, it's definitely like a freeform CW soap opera Riverdale thing. Which, sure, but there's better email songs. Like, you do Red Jumpsuit Apparatus that would even like kind of go to being like a commentary thing with that song about like physical abuse in relationships. Or we were saying before, you can go like Nelly, Country Grammar. That would be a great video. Why? I don't know, but Atlanta works. It's great. So,
but
yeah,
Atlanta is not based on a song. It's just like,
no.
I have no problem of a concept being based off a song. It's just
it's weird that it's this one.
Yeah.
The most toe-sucking song you could ever fucking listen to. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City?
See, I was waiting for someone to do some of the lyrics. My little brother loved that song. He had a tough relationship growing up.
When that song came out, I was working at an ice cream parlor, and this fucking girl who looked like a beat, sick puppy who was really annoying loved it, and all she would do is talk about that band and that song.
You liked her?
And now I just think of her, and I hated her.
Yeah, nah. I think the only interaction I had with that song is I used to work at GameStop, and they would put the radio like in the speakers, and every time that song came out, it was just completely annoying.
Yeah.
It's the worst earworm.
Yeah, and it's so simple, it just becomes catchy, and suddenly you're driving home and you're like singing to yourself, "Hey Delilah," and you just want to drive your car off the road.
I mean, sure.
I feel like you would just want to listen to it now and just like get into it.
Film a pilot, maybe you could play it.
I mean, but it doesn't give you anything. Like, it's just a relationship. Like,
Yeah.
you could say like 90% of the shows currently running were based on Hey Delilah.
But like, if it's
Here.
it's gonna be like this weird. Like,
Oh, we don't have the money for that.
We are
New York City. Okay, now you're gonna get fucking kicked off YouTube.
All right, so
We already have a frozen bald guy in the bottom corner, so.
So for those that are listening, Brian's having technical issues. If we see him tonight, we see him. If not,
I'm gonna give him a whole voiceover half hour at the very end of the fucking episode. Can you do it from his phone?
We can just edit in his hot takes in between.
From the Blu-ray house home.
Yeah, he would just come over and be like, "And if I was there, I would have said," and just that's what.
And this is where I interjected because we really should change the topic.
So all in all, basically, that would be an awful idea. I don't understand why we're losing like creativeness with writing with shit like that. Unless you can do something crazy with it and make it creative, but until that point happens.
See, can we actually movie or show based off of this?
Now you really want to kick us off.
Jusef, now Joe's trying to do it.
It'll just be a movie or show about dancing.
Every time the song plays now, I'm gonna have to take all our decimals and like turn them down to like fucking mousefuls.
No, we'll be fine.
Dude, a lot of people watch us, okay?
Yeah, we're pretty big.
Yeah, my mom shares it all the time with her friends. So, yeah, let's jump on Joe's topic while Brian almost appears.
There he is. I think.
Brian, are you live?
Like I'm.
Brian, do you have anything to add while you've been in the ether?
That was a very interesting conversation. I heard all of it. I am very informed on what's been going on here.
Well, quick overview. Joe finds school shootings funny.
No, I do not.
No. That's what you said.
Of One Tree Hill.
Yeah. No.
But are we talking about real school shootings or false flag operations? I need to be clear on this.
Oh, we are really gonna get off.
I think it was a false alarm.
This two-plate song, so we're gonna get kicked off YouTube, and now you just went full Alex Jones on us. So we're really gonna get. Do you have a song before we switch to Joe's, or you want to skip?
Like a song that I would like to see made into a show?
Yeah.
Off the lyrics, yes.
I picked The Trooper.
That's good. How about Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen?
Oh, that'd be great.
Just like classic love story type stuff, you know, girl rebels, running off her front porch, jumping on her boyfriend's motorcycle. In fact, Bruce Springsteen's whole oeuvre could be made into like a series of episodes of a CW show.
Starring Bruce Springsteen.
Hell yeah. Great. And Pamela Springsteen.
Oof. I said Rush 2112, but I got a new one, which is AC/DC's She Got Big Balls, and it just writes itself.
Damn right. My other one would be Richard Marx Hazard. It's a murder mystery. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that song.
Mine would be Hall & Oates' Rich Girl.
Macklemore's
Delightful.
Billy Joel, Uptown Girl. No, all
right. So
Joe's whole catalog.
Oh, Joe, what do you got for us today?
All right, so TJ and I are going to see The Meg on Friday. So I'd like to talk about sharks, and more importantly, shark films and how glorious they could be, or awful, whatever you want to start. First, and yes, there is Jaws, and that is the pinnacle shark film. But I want to start with Deep Blue Sea, which is is just one of the best. It is so much fun. Brain Sharks, Stellan Skateboard, Thomas Jane.
Yeah, it's like you take Jaws and then you put a big brain in it, and it's doing crazy shit that no shark can do. I'm totally into that. I think my favorite scene in Deep Blue Sea is when they use Stellan Skarsgård as a weapon, and the shark throws him at the window to break it. Like they use Stellan Skarsgård's body on the stretcher. That's the best. And shout out to Janice Soprano, who's the lady who gets blown up in the tower.
She should have been blown up in the Sopranos. I love how the layout of the like the aqua space, how it's all like just fucking tunnels and like shit on top. It's a very cool movie. Sorry,
but it's smart how they explain that, how it was like an ex-Navy submarine base or something like that off of one of the wars and stuff like that. And also the fact that they were like, you know what, fuck great whites and tiger sharks. We're going to use makos, which doesn't grow bigger than 12 foot, maybe 16 foot at your biggest, and like that's kind of ridiculous. So you're seeing like 22-foot sharks, and it was pretty dope to see. Like, and also like how Jaws used mako teeth on its movie poster or on its thing compared to like great white teeth and stuff like that. So like those little like two things compared is pretty cool.
Go on, you sound more knowledgeable than any one of us on this.
Oh, I like how LL Cool J just one upped Ice Cube in Anaconda. He's like, your shitty movie. Look at my shitty movie.
Well, and this was in a streak too where LL Cool J was like the guy who bucked the trend. He was like the black guy who survived horror movies.
Yeah.
Like he made it through Deep Blue Sea. He makes it through Halloween H2O, even though he gets shot. So like he was, when LL Cool J was in your horror movie, it was a coin flip. He might actually make it.
Something that I think that was in his like his contract. Like I'm gonna sign this, and I'm gonna make a song for this movie, but you can't kill me.
And I have to have a bird.
No, he lived literally. Him and like Thomas Jane lived because they reshot and rewrote the thing, and that's why the woman who was supposed to be protagonist just gets killed abruptly because they didn't like her.
Villain.
I like that though, yeah, because she's the villain. She's a bad guy. She made all this happen,
and I love how they
watch her murder scene. It's just out of nowhere, and
the murder scene is the best.
It's just like breaking my finger.
Like sitting there, and they do that whole thing where she's sitting there staring at the shark, and they link eyes. And you're like, oh, wait, the shark kind of might be like, oh, you gave me this. I might let you fly. And then it like does the whole and just destroys her. All those kills in that movie are A+.
Yeah.
I guess we need to...
Michael Rappaport's twitching leg after he gets like decimated by that shark. That's so good.
See Michael Rappaport die.
I guess we have to mention the phenomenon that is Sharknado and how they beat it to the ground to a bloody pulp.
I can tell you.
I already, you turned me off when you're purposefully trying to make a bad movie. A bad movie only works when it's sincere and they're trying to make a good movie and it just sucks. That's the this wink and nod at the camera and, oh, hey, we get it. We're in on the joke. No, fuck you. You're not in on the joke. You are a joke. You're Tara fucking Reid. Get off my TV screen. I'm done with this.
I think the first Sharknado, right, wasn't trying to go for that.
Yeah,
I think they probably leaned into it after that. Yeah,
they were going like half and half. They were going like, this is kind of stupid, but it could be fun. Now
there's like cool phenomenons of like actually having hurricanes drop like fish that you're not used to from like say Maine in Florida and stuff like that. Like that's cool. But then you took it and like I've never seen a Sharknado, but like Brian was saying, like owning it. Like I was saying this the other day, Shark Lake, PG-13, really shitty like movie about teens on a lake, obviously with sharks, with saltwater lake, but they use like 17 different versions of sharks, a cookie cutter shark, and they own those things and like be like, okay, we know they have like great whites eating people off of jet ski and stuff like that. Like those things I own. Then when you go too serious, like the shallows, and you have a shark doing things that a shark would never ever do in that goddamn film with Blake Lively stuck on a rock, drives me.
Yeah, no shark would want to kill Blake Lively. For sure.
I fucking love The Shallows. Now, this is horse shit. I'm going to step in for The Shallows here. That is a solid shark movie. I like the way I like the finale of it. Like I like the way she devises to kill the shark. It's ridiculous, don't get me wrong, but I like that it's not blowing it up because that's all they ever fucking do in shark movies is blow the shark up. So like I like that they came up with something interesting to do and like visually kind of compelling. I'm not gonna say it's like a perfect movie, but I think it's a pretty solid shark movie.
What about one of my favorite? I think is one of the more underrated ones is Open Water.
Open Water's good. That's like the Blair Witch of shark movies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was gonna make that joke.
It is the Blair Witch of shark movies, but I mean, and they used real sharks.
They did, and it was also that's kind of like relatable. I was watching. I haven't watched Shark Week in years because it got too fake. But they did
the only thing about Shark Week you need to watch is Air Jaws. That's all that matters.
Air Jaws 1, Air Jaws 2, and then Mega Air Jaws is like the recut where they get on the thing. Regardless. But they did this awesome thing where they put a Navy SEAL who was actually attacked by a shark, another guy, in open water in a cloth cage in the middle of the where you would be. I was actually where the Indianapolis 500 or the Indianapolis USS Indianapolis crashed.
I've also seen that.
Well, they put that was actually a good TV movie. They put him in that, and they showed how the reef sharks didn't give a shit and just would all night. Like they had to pull him out at some point because they were pretty like scared that something was going to happen. But like open water, that's a cool concept. Little early. I think it should have been made like now compared to like when it was. But I love that concept of open water.
Yeah. No. U.S. Indianapolis, Men of Courage, which is the Nicolas Cage straight-to-DVD film about that. Yeah, not good, but I've seen it because I will watch them all. I watch them all.
I'm surprised that nobody has brought up the best shark movie ever made, which is the Will Smith vehicle Shark Tale.
Love Shark Tale. There is some great movie humor in that. You have a Martin Scorsese shark and a Robert De Niro shark and Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black, yeah. You know, you're not wrong, Jusef. I will give you that one. All right.
Yes, good pull.
Look,
I think that's Brian again.
To argue with Brian real fast, is a shark jaws are not powerful enough to break through steel that many times without deadly harming itself. And also, a shark is not going to attack an 115-pound girl when it has a 2-ton whale dead right there, and it's a fat great white shark. There's no way it attacks this girl and then breaches itself on a rock. I'm done. I'm sorry. Too much science.
It's a movie.
God damn it.
It's a movie. You also can't blow up a tank of oxygen in Jaws and it blows up. So, you know, he's also frozen. So I'm just trying to make.
Damn it.
All right.
He went away.
He went away.
Have you guys seen Jaws Revenge though?
Oh, of course, yeah. Great Christmas movie.
I have not.
You have not? For some reason, you know that in Jaws, if you stayed awake long enough, you saw that they killed the shark in the end. But for some reason, 3 movies down the road, there's another shark getting revenge on the shark that died.
Yeah.
On
the
wife of the man that killed the other shark. Like, she had nothing to do with it.
She has a psychic connection to the shark, too. She's like, she gets visions.
Oh, you know what it is? It's
of the other movie.
See, I always myself had a soft spot for Jaws 3. I grew up near about 40 minutes outside of SeaWorld in Ohio. Back when Ohio had a SeaWorld. And so, like, when that was on TBS or TNT or wherever they played that shit all the time, that felt like, I was like, that could be my SeaWorld. I could go there. Jaws could show up. Even though my SeaWorld obviously wasn't even connected to an ocean because it was in Ohio, you know? Like, they bust in fucking orcas or whatever, helicoptered them in. I don't know how they fucking got them there. But, like... Yeah, but anyway, even though that is objectively a terrible movie.
I will watch all the Jaws sequels before any of these shark movies that we're talking about, actually. So
no, I'll watch The Shallows before I watch some of the Jaws films.
Jaws 2 is I like Jaws 2. I'll stand up for Jaws. Like, Jaws 3 I have for nostalgic love for, but know that it's like bad. But I legitimately think Jaws 2 is pretty solid.
Yes.
I haven't
So-
viewed any of them except for the first one, which is one of the greatest films ever made in years.
Well, also,
fun-
Roy Scheider
fun
comes
fact.
back. If anything, just more Roy Scheider and running around in short shorts, like just
Ooh,
doing his
that
Roy
is-
Scheider thing.
The best Roy Scheider.
So, fun fact: if you are playing along in your home, this is the second time Brian has mentioned SeaWorld. So, if you had that on your fantasy league, congratulations.
Hey, yeah, if you guys want to talk about Blackfish, I don't think that counts as a shark movie, but it's a great documentary.
That documentary is crazy. Like watching the trainers flailing in the water.
Oh yeah.
And you're like,
Also, we can talk about my favorite.
I thought we were friends.
I didn't realize you were an apex predator who weighs over like 4 tons, and I'm just swimming around with you.
He also stripped a man naked too, which is also, very like, I don't want to say smart because it's not nice, but watch Blackfish. You even watch Blackfish. It gets weird.
Okay, so I'm gonna transition because Blackfish is very upsetting and a really good documentary. But so Jusef, what's this game you want us to play?
Oh, all right.
Who are you?
So, that's
You're
me.
bringing up Blackfish to a Jaws revenge fight.
Oh no! Wait a minute. I can connect that though because my favorite knockoff Jaws movie is Orca. You guys a fan of Orca?
Love
Anybody?
Orca.
Oh,
Dennis.
imagine it's kind of like the deep blue sea of Jaws. Imagine Jaws with a brain. So it's like a killer orca whale, killer whale who sees his female partner murdered. Baby drops out in a onto the deck, and they just like kick that shit into the fucking ocean. It's gross. And then he like gets red hot. Like they keep doing these close-ups of the orca's eye. It's
Yep.
like,
Dude, that movie is so good.
so dope. That's a great fucking.
That could also be a slasher.
Ah, Bo,
Yeah.
Them down.
Bo Derek, I'm in.
Also has the Dumbledore number 1, Richard Harris.
Yeah, Richard Harris.
Yeah, he's the lead.
I love the picture on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
thanks a
Brian
lot,
throws
Brian.
out again.
Nope, he's back. Oh, he's out.
He's floating around. So he recommends Orca. Isn't Orca a canon film? One of the early canon films?
I don't know.
It's a great movie if you guys haven't seen that. It's like it has like these great horrifying shots of just an orca tearing people apart. Pretty cool.
From 1977.
Yep.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I've heard of Orca. I mean, the whole killer underwater beast genre, not just even sharks. There's some fun movies in there.
Ted Danson's Loch Ness or the Loch.
No, there's a sci-fi's put out some great ones.
Early sci-fi. Now it gets a little fucking ridiculous.
Well, now everyone wants to be Sharknado.
Beast with Craig T. Nelson, I think it is, where it's like half shark, half something else. Was a great sci-fi film.
There's like zombie sharks, I think. There's a zombie shark one
Yeah,
too.
do
It's
that.
pretty fun.
I mean, there's one with the 3-headed shark and
Yeah.
shark. It's a robot shark versus a giant octopus. It's just sci-fi is just slowly crawling up his own ass. It's kind of like the Old Spice commercials.
They basically just went out after Sharknado and Pryor and just like, hey, Asylum, give us your movies.
Pretty much.
Class in 17.
Although, did anyone ever watch, totally different movie, but because I think it's supposed to be purpose, you ever watch Zombieverse?
Yeah. It's
like
actually
so
pretty funny. And it's short. It's short, so you can just watch it and you're done with it.
Yeah, it's like an hour, 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, there's a cameo from Bill Burr in that movie. And I don't know, I liked it. It's kind of like a nice B movie. You can just watch it. and be
Yeah.
done with it.
But like Zombievers is weird because I want to shoot something like that. I would love to do like a Critters style like those type of weird movies were using practical effects, which is pretty cool what Zombievers did. You know what I mean?
Well, TJ, if you made it, it'd be Ghoulies.
It'd be Ghoulies go to college, first of all.
Ghoulies go to
All
college.
right. Well, guys, guess what? We have a Kickstarter. It's Do Ghoulies Go to College.
There's gonna be 2 links below: the remake, The Dark Knight Rises,
Yes.
and Ghoulies GoFundMe page.
And the third link is our Patreon. For a cool $45 a month,
Yes.
you will get a Twitter follow and not filmed, but a 5-minute Skype call with us.
All 4 of us at the same time?
No, that's $65.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because guess what? We have a YouTube channel, so we have to have a Patreon. Suck my nuts.
Are we gonna rename our YouTube channel to us?
We actually probably should do that.
Because we're gonna tie the Patreon to us, and we need transparency with our audience. We need to be very clear who's getting the money and why.
Well, probably a lot of it will go to me.
Yeah.
And my habits, stuff like that. And then we can split up between the rest of you guys. And then other than that, the rest of that will go back to me, like whatever's left over from, I think Joe, what do you want to get, bud? You wanted like some really cool deep V-necks, right?
Oh, I wanted the deepest V's almost down to my belly button.
Ugh. See, everyone with phrasing today, from Jusef to you, is getting way off.
All right, now we have Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Brian's back.
Topic.
Brian, let's do your topic.
Okay, well,
It's in time.
he actually just snapped his fingers and half of us are gone.
Do your topic.
Well, if any of you were following the movie news of the day, you might have heard that Ruby Rose of John Wick 2 and Orange is the New Black fame has been cast as DC's Batwoman. And I believe this is going to tie into the Arrowverse. I don't know. Is that anybody confirm that or anything? I don't know.
You know what? We don't fact check here.
All right, fair enough. Well, I guess first, does anybody watch those shows? Anybody a fan of the CW Arrowverse?
No.
Okay, so we're 2 and
No, I like,
so we're like 2 and 2.
I like living my life.
Okay, so there's like 2 of you who watch them and 2 of us who don't. That's fair. That's a good. I like that. That's good.
You know what?
So-
I watched The Flash for a few seasons.
I watched The Flash.
See, I literally I wanted, hey, everybody knows I love superheroes, whatever. Good.
So, Ruby Rose, what did you guys think about that?
Oh, it's fine casting. She's hot. She's like badass and cool. But I just don't give a fuck. We don't need Batwoman. I don't need another Arrowverse show that's going to last 8 seasons. And I got to hear yo, you should check it out. It's so good. But first you got to watch these 4 things because so-and-so pops up in this episode. Totally worth it. Guess what? It's not.
I like that they are interconnected, like you said. But I only watch The Flash, and I only watch it when it's on Netflix. So every time we get to that episode where you see every single series interconnect, I just skip to the next episode because I know that I have to search through all the series to catch the complete package of that episode.
Let me make this very, very simple for you degenerates, okay? Every season, episode 8 is the crossover. It's very simple. That's it. So, you want to do, if you get to season 5 of so-and-so's episode 8, it's going to be a crossover. So then you go to season 5 of so-and-so's. I get it's tedious and it's annoying, but I'll give you these. Arrow, season 1, 2, great. Stop watching after that. Flash, 1, 2, 3, really good. Stop watching after that. Legends Tomorrow, season 1, fine. Then they just go crazy. After that, I don't give a shit anymore. And then when it comes to Batwoman and Gotham, Gotham's already ran it up the flagpole and destroyed
Is that even connected though?
No, not at all. But I'm just saying, like in the Batman universe, and like, so what happens is in like Arrow, there's small connections. There's like small nods to like a Wayne Enterprises or a Bruce Wayne paper ad or something like that. Something weird. So now they're gonna put in Batwoman. So at one point you're probably gonna get a Nightwing, and you're probably gonna get like I bet you get a Damian Wayne before anything else, because they do those weird things like that.
How is that gonna work with that DC app though? Don't they have like Titans and all that?
So that's
they're
also,
gonna come out with.
I'm wondering if CW is going to make a deal with the streaming service to actually have everything connected. Because if it's not, because I haven't heard anything about the DC streaming service using any of the CW shows. I've only heard of like the old movies, their new shows they're making, and then comics. You know what I mean? They haven't talked about anything with Arrow, Flash, Legends. They have, regardless if you like them or not, but they have Hawkgirl, they have Hawkman, they have like pretty big members of the DC universe in it, regardless if you think they do them right or not. So it's weird that they don't even like try to bring that onto the DC thing. And because Batwoman, obviously, you need where she gets the inspiration from. But if you don't have that in that universe, getting her symbol and stuff like that doesn't really make sense. So regardless of the Ruby Rose being a shitty actress, it just, for me right now, the story doesn't make any sense.
I don't care that she's a shitty actress, and because every single person in that universe is a shitty actor.
Grant Gustin is great.
Yeah, sure.
Feel like they're just throwing it because it doesn't cost too much for them. They're just gonna keep throwing shit out the wall till it sticks. And this one's gonna get it's getting the extra attention. It's decent enough because you have Ruby Rose, who's popular enough. Even more people just can pretend they know who she is.
Yeah.
And then they're doing the whole LGBTQ angle, which is cool and whatnot, to have that representation.
It's a big part of the character, but like you don't have to put every headline lesbian Batwoman, like if you know Batwoman, yes. If you don't know it, I'm sure it's a nice thing to add, but like they really use that headline. I'm like, my goodness, man, just say Batwoman was casted, and then at some point you click it and you read on and realize the thing. Like using that as like the clickbait for me, I was like, I can't do it anymore.
And it's weird because it's not like they've not featured any LGBT characters, like Mr. Perfect or Mr. Fantastic. I don't know what his name is. Yeah, Mr. Terrific. He's a gay man in the Arrowverse.
Yeah, I can't think of the Roz's daughter, but it was not Talia, but it was the other one, Nisa.
Yeah,
they had a big LGBT.
From Dark Knight Rises.
No, yeah.
I didn't know they got Marion Cotillard.
It's huge. Actually, Nolan directed like the season finale of Arrow. It's pretty good.
I believe it. He is.
And like I'm a big Arrow fan. I like Stephen Amell. I like what he does. They definitely took like the Batman aspect into that. Yes, CW shows like the Ruby Rose thing. It's just for me. I'm spent on these. I love those shows. I fell off because at some point I got somewhat of a life at night and didn't watch them all.
Well, there was a report. It probably was yesterday or so. That was the Arrowverse. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
There's no end in sight for any of those shows.
I thought Arrow was done after. I thought this was the final season because supposedly Stephen Amell is like going into wrestling. Like he's really like taking that into like his thing and like starting to wrestle more.
Maybe he has an end, but apparently the shows in that universe, they just want to keep pumping them out.
Yeah, well, they have a son. I don't know if they did the Connor Hawk thing and this weird thing, which was like a another version of Green Arrow in the future. But then they did he has a son. I mean, yeah, there's things you could do. I'm sure at the right. I mean, Greg Berlanti. If anyone's doing good things, it's him. You know what I mean? In that whole.
I mean, yeah, he's making a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
But what is have you seen Black Lightning? I haven't seen that one.
That's the one I haven't watched yet. Like I would like to, but like I haven't seen because also like with Marvel TV shows, don't watch any of those either. From Cloak and Dagger to Gifted and stuff like that. It's a lot. It's not people like talk about like superhero saturation. It's not saturated. It's just there's so much that you really just have to pick and choose what you want to watch and like what you want to get into. You know what I mean? It's tough. So Black Lightning came
I
out
haven't
when I was like
seen.
falling off the shows.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the new seasons after the Defenders. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
like they came out and everybody was like talking about them, and I was like, yeah, I'm burnt. And especially the Marvel. I mean, you can make the same argument for the DC universe, or the Arrowverse. It's so formulaic. Like you know exactly how the season's gonna play out,
Yeah.
and it goes like up and down, and you go like, yeah, this would have been a perfect moment to end your fucking season, and then 5 more episodes where you're just like, my OCD won't let me not watch them because I need to complete them. I need to see that I saw them every single episode. But it becomes like a chore, and watching a TV show shouldn't become a chore. And the huge negative against the Arrowverse, outside of it being like way too many series, at this point, is like they're 22 episodes long, and they're almost an hour long.
Yes.
Also,
An hour long, 22 episodes. Like the one thing Marvel did was doing the 13 episode. I mean, they're an hour long on Netflix, but like 22. And then the 8th, like I was saying, the crossover is where you kind of pretty much have to watch Supergirl, watch Legend of Tomorrow. Supergirl, I'm surprised no one's mentioned that. Not that it's CW, but it's like the same people. Has anyone watched that at all? Because they're making a movie off that now.
Nah,
yeah, no,
I'm waiting
wife-
for Daredevil season 3.
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably the one that's gonna make me watch, because I liked season 2. And he was the best part of the Defenders. But my wife and my sister-in-law like to watch Supergirl, but it's cool, but it was very focused for like
I like
women
that they
and
use
teenage
Brainiac,
girls.
right?
What?
Didn't they use Brainiac or the Martian dude?
The Martian, yeah, the Martian is in this.
Yeah.
Supposedly he's very good at it, but I just sat there, and it's very like,
Like it's-
teenage girl movie series, which is great. There's definitely a good audience for that, and people are watching it and they love it, but it's definitely not for me.
Yeah, and like the NBC, was it like NBC or something like that, like CBS, something like that. It's tough to like connect everything.
He's back.
No,
I'm still hearing ringing. How am I still hearing ringing?
Just go straight on audio.
All right, it finally stopped.
We can hear
yeah,
you.
turn off your camera. Let's just hear your audience. Maybe that helps.
You're just getting my tight sound bites. Camera.
Tight something. Sorry.
In my tight. That's pretty much what I look like anyway, to be honest.
We're controversial. We have Roseanne Barr on the show now.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Roseanne.
Can you do your best Roseanne impression for us?
Oh, I got a great Roseanne. I watched that show all my life. Dan.
This episode is not gonna last like 2 seconds on fucking YouTube.
Sabotage complete.
Have I told you guys about the Democrats?
They have a fucking Latino hosting this show. So let's now that we have Brian, let's do my show. TA, do you have a pen, paper?
I do.
All right, you're gonna keep track of the points. I want to play a little game with you guys to test your movie knowledge. I wrote down like vague plot points of a movie that I find like funny or weird, and you guys have to guess the movie they're from. And I'll hand out points, and we'll crown the champion. And you can like.
Are we supposed to like buzz in or something?
Just yell. I was gonna say raise your hand, but since Brian is like a picture of Roseanne, maybe just scream your name.
Go.
Yeah. All right. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
Let's do it.
And you guys can like add a little sentence in there, and if you want about the movie, or we can just move to the
I
next
feel
one.
like I'm gonna get a big old goose egg.
All right. So the first one is a road map to the MacGuffin is embedded into a pair of glasses.
Got it.
Got it.
Transformers.
TJ said TJ.
Motherfucker.
TJ.
1 point for Brian.
Oh, fucking Roxanne. I'm gonna give it to TJ because TJ yelled first. That's one of the
I had the wrong answer. I was gonna say National Treasure because I thought
I
you
was going to say National Treasure too.
Yeah, so I
All
was like,
right, Brian won.
yeah. God damn it.
That has to be one of the most stupidest thing Michael Bay has ever wrote in a script.
And also
didn't
that
write
movie
that.
sucked. So
All right, Brian, you still with us?
Well, he got a point, so keep going.
All right. So, the next movie plot is the last image an eye has seen can be projected for the world
Got
to
it.
see.
Got it.
Yep.
Wild Wild West.
Yes.
what?
A beheaded head at
Yep.
a pool table has a projector, like, I don't know, shoved in his back of his head. I don't know how he got the light there.
Yeah, it made no sense.
It was fucking crazy.
Calvin Klein. Kevin Klein.
All right. Next one. A woman chooses to marry a man she just met in order to become a mythical character.
Wait, is Brian back?
That was so random.
God, Shrek?
No.
Wait. I'm sorry. Can I get to repeat the question?
All right, that's your first JTE rule. A woman chooses to marry a man she just met in order to become a mythical character.
Oh, Splash? No, wait.
No.
What is it?
It's not a Tom Hanks movie, is it?
The Santa Claus 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tim Allen has to marry a woman in order
Yeah,
to
no, I know
stay-
the plot. I watched that pretty recently.
But the crazy thing is the woman,
Summer.
like, she chooses to, like, he has to because he wants to say Santa Claus. But she chooses to marry this guy that she just met, abandoning everybody she loves, all her friends, all her life, in order to become Mrs. Claus. So stupid.
Alright, so we're all tied up?
Yeah, it's just Brian and Joe with 1 point. I don't got a fucking point.
All right.
I said Splash. She's already a mythical creature.
Yeah. All right. The next one says the hotel punishes their guests.
Got it. Room 1408.
No.
Damn it.
The hotel punishes their guests
Got it.
by using a toaster.
Dunson checks in.
No.
That was just
The hotel punishes their guests by using a toaster.
Home Alone 2? I'm thinking of every movie that has a hotel in it.
Lost in New York? Yeah.
The Brave Little Toaster.
Nope.
Mouse Hunt?
Nope.
Is it an animated film?
I'm gonna tell you the actor that has to put his hand in the toaster.
Okay.
Oh,
John C. Reilly.
Chicago?
No.
I don't know. I never saw it.
The Life and Times of Dewey Cox.
The Lobster.
Damn it. Still never saw that movie.
All right.
Raleigh's in that?
Yeah. It's pretty good, actually.
I started The Lobster and then fell asleep.
The movie's good until the end. Like the last 30 minutes kind of go out.
Alright, keep going, Schmodown.
This is not a Schmodown. This is vague plot points, and you have to guess the movie.
By Jusef. Jeez.
By Jusef. Trademark pending.
Yeah.
Sponsored by your mom. So, next plot point. What? That's not a pawn shop. It's a sex dungeon.
Got it. Pulp Fiction.
that scene is one of the weirdest. Like it comes out of nowhere.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
Bruce Willis's last good movie, maybe?
Nah, he's had
I don't know.
some gems.
Yeah, he has some few. But I mean, it comes out of nowhere and it's very disturbing. It's one of the scenes that kind of it's burned in my head. Like Bing Rames getting
Sodomized.
yeah, it's like does that movie need
You heard it.
it?
See it.
All right. I guess Brian forfeited.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
still beating me, so
So Joe's winning 2-1.
yeah, Joe's winning. Well, Jusef, you're winning too because you got 2, even though it's your game. So suck it.
All right, so this one will cost 3 points then.
Nice.
So TJ could win it.
I'm winning this.
Well,
How
there's
are the
2
odds?
more. There's 2 more, but this one I don't think many people will know it, so it's worth
Oh,
3
that's my
points.
specialty.
All right, people hear voicemails
got.
of them.
Well, go on the question.
No.
You
Say
stopped
it.
me.
People hear voicemail? I don't know, man.
You little prick.
Fuck. Continue. Sorry.
And I'm hearing my voice. I don't know if somebody has the volume up. All right, people hear voicemails of themselves screaming that are dated 3 days in the future.
Got it.
Go
The
ahead.
Lake House.
No, that's a great
Wait.
guess.
Fuck. They hear voicemails of themselves screaming 3 days earlier.
3 days in the future. So the voicemail is dated 3 days from now.
This is from like 2006. It's a horror movie.
It is a horror movie.
One missed call.
Who are you? You
Yeah.
guessed like 7 times. All right, guy? Can I get a guess?
He got it though.
Is one missed
See?
call, right?
I was plotting this out in my head, going over this, Joe.
That is one of the most
This
stupidest
movie's
horror movies
awful.
ever made.
I was doing process of elimination, and Joe interrupted me. I was
What happens if you never answer the phone?
It's like they make fun of that movie basically in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He's like, you know how you fix that? Oh, boom, phone.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, so Joe gets 1 point. He doesn't get 3 points.
No, he got 3 points, but this one cost 6. All right,
All right.
last one. Teenager becomes fascinated with his elderly neighbor. Sorry, hard word for
Disturbia.
who happens to be a fugitive Nazi.
Oh, fudge.
Fugitive
God
Nazi.
damn it! It's not Finding Forrester. It's no. It's
Red October.
no. God damn it! It's got the movie where the guy unfortunately passed away. God damn it! It's a Stephen King book. I have it. It's in different seasons. I know it. That gives me points right there. 6 points. Give me 30 seconds to find this book and look at the chapters.
Whoa, man. That's cheating.
No, I'm gonna get it. The Pupil.
At people.
Haha! What's up? Got a point. 6 points, baby. TJ wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Fuck. You keep moving the goalposts,
Seven.
TJ.
I had the details. I do process of elimination. See, I got to think in my head.
No, you
Here.
pulled the book out. And you even still
Yeah,
said
but
the
I had
name
it
wrong.
before the book.
You called
I had
it
before
a
the book.
people.
All right, you fucking cheater. All right, all right. Okay, guys, ready? I got one for both of you. A spaceship lands on a farm. Balls of fur.
What was that again?
A spaceship lands on a farm. A red-headed boy. Balls of fur.
Mac and me?
No.
Oh.
Good guess.
Oh, that was a good guess. I think the redheaded kid's throwing me off because I eliminate redhead people out of my head.
Well, that's racist.
I don't know.
The kid's name is Bradley Brown. Bounty hunters. Aliens. Critters. God damn it, man.
Oh,
You guys lose, okay?
Hammers?
Critters?
You never seen Critters?
Yeah.
I've seen Ghoulies.
You've never seen Critters, though,
Oh.
Joe.
Oh, Ghoulies.
Ghoulie.
That's not
So
what
good.
I asked. Have you ever seen Critters?
No, just the VHS box and Blockbuster.
One of the best ever. Okay, that's not my thing, but I'm just saying for next time.
All right. So we'll get Brian back in here to talk about our feature film.
Yes, get him back in there. Because we got the best feature film we've done so far coming up.
So we gotta point out that we're making.
Okay, I got
right now.
one, and I feel like Jusef's gonna note this.
Thanks for interrupting me, man.
Yeah, he was talking.
He's always talking. Man keeps building inside a warehouse to make the perfect play, but needs to keep building.
The producers?
Wait,
No,
say it again.
never ends. Man keeps building to make the perfect performance art or play inside a warehouse, and it just never ends.
Mother?
Yes. No. It's called Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, Synecdoche, New York.
Yeah, right? That's the plot of that movie.
Something like that.
Else. Try it again. Don't worry.
I got another one.
Go
Mom
on.
tries to fuck her son.
Back to the Future.
That's easy, even though I didn't have that one either. God damn, I thought I knew a lot more about movies than I do.
You're not gonna make it to that show.
Yeah, I figured that one. Ah, he's back!
Alright, Brian.
It's taking a toll on my mind and body.
Give us your thoughts on Mars Attacks, because I rather
No,
get
that's
out before they get
Whoa,
back.
let Jusef run the episode, Joe.
God damn it! We're making history on the first Latino to host the Flyover state, and a white guy's just trampling all over him.
I had to make it all about me with my shitty connection and dropping out and just attention-seeking behavior.
God damn it! I made a game and everything, and Brian didn't. It was like, I'm not gonna play this bullshit.
I just I run in, I cheat to get a point, and then I bail out.
You still have more points than TJ.
Wait,
So-
I got the last one. God damn it.
So after last week's documentary that we watched, there was a lot of Mars attacks referencing and clips shown in that documentary, and it just gave me I just missed that good old Mars attacks from Tim Burton. So that's the movie that we decided to watch. It's a pretty straightforward plot. It's literally Martians land on Vegas, and for some odd reason, we think they're peaceful because they're advanced race, and they just keep killing us until we just start to just play that good old music and punching our heads.
Well, here's my thing about what I was thinking. I was like, what parallel universe does this Earth exist in where we don't just immediately try to murder them? Where this is some crazy fantasy where the humans are for some reason the peaceful ones and the Martians are trying to murder. No, we know exactly what would happen. Oh, they look different than us, so let's just go ahead and shoot at them.
It was hilarious. The typical general sunglasses and everything. He's like, give me the nukes, and everybody's like, this fucking guy, where is he coming from? He's like, yeah, that would be the entire military branch.
Yeah, it'll be everything. It'll be the whole world.
Everyone.
World peace would be immediate. That's like Independence Day shit. We would all all the countries just forget all our differences and be like, wait, kill that.
We're also missing the best part of how the one person making all these decisions to be nice Americans towards these aliens is Jack Nicholson,
the president.
Oh, should we just go through like
that beautiful dual role? It's Cowboy Jack. Was it Cowboy Jack? Is that his name?
I love how much fun he was having with the cowboy role.
Do you guys want to just rattle off like the entire list of names?
We should go one by one, just like
Jack,
Jusef, and just see who can just go until we can't go anymore.
Okay.
Well, we already said Jack Nicholson, so I'm gonna say my favorite, Michael J. Fox.
Okay.
Can I just say, every time I see Michael J. Fox in a movie, I get like upset how we got so many good Michael J. Fox roles. Like, I'm a huge, obviously Back to the Future, but I'm a huge fan of The Frighteners, and I think Spin City was a really solid show too, and I just like, whenever I see him in a movie, especially a movie like this where he's totally wasted, where he's like used for like 5 seconds, and then, I mean, I get the whole point is that anybody's expendable in this movie, and that's fine, I like that, but I'm always just like, no, wait, I want more, oh.
Yeah, when we were I was watching this with my wife, and I literally just said, like, it's so sad that what happened to him. Like, he's a great actor. I love him.
I still love seeing him pop up in things. Like, I love that he keeps, like,
in Curb,
trying to work a little bit as much as he can and stuff, you know?
Yeah, he has a great cameo on Scrubs, if you ever watching Scrubs.
Curb.
Yeah, he was good on Curb, too, absolutely.
All right, so we have Jack. We have Jack and Michael J. Fox. Martin Short, which was wonderful, like trying to write speeches and trying to hook up with the alien hooker.
Lisa Marie Presley.
Lisa Marie.
It's not Lisa Marie Presley. It's Lisa Marie, the model. You fool.
Lisa Marie.
Here's Brosnan.
Is that before he was Bond or after?
Is he 2 years?
Is it GoldenEye 95?
No, GoldenEye is 98.
No way GoldenEye's that late. It's definitely 95 or 96. Somebody IMDb that shit.
I'm on it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. I want to say they might even be coming out the same year.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that could be a good choice. And then you got Annette Bening.
That's what I'm thinking.
Which is a goddess in that movie.
So Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito is awesome as a gambler.
Jones.
Yes. Pam Grier, Jim Brown, the stud Jim Brown.
Jim Brown just punching aliens left and right.
Byron Williams, Ray J? There you go.
Ray J. So, Brian froze, but yes, GoldenEye was a year prior to Mars Attacks.
Yeah. Keep going.
Sarah Jessica Parker is in that too?
She is.
Natalie Portman.
Jack Black.
Early Jack Black.
Jack Black so skinny in that movie. It's weird to watch him so skinny. Like, I've gotten used to his, like, Tenacious D and Shallow Hal body.
So, I think that is Tim Burton's funniest movie.
Is definitely up there. Like, it's so subtle. His humor, it's like you can watch it over and over again and catch jokes that you didn't catch the first time around. One of my favorite jokes comes from, and it's not even a joke. I just find the situation. I find it funny. When actually, we forgot about her when we were just rattling up names.
Good.
You there?
Yeah, I'm back. That was a quick one.
Hey, there you go. We said her name. When Pam Grier is driving her bus, and she sees her sons playing in the arcade.
Yeah.
And the people were clapping when she's just like that scene. I couldn't stop laughing at that scene. But
also with that scene, I had a question with that too. Did she, when she called Byron, did she say her kids were missing for 2 days?
Yeah.
And they're just in an arcade for 2 days? Those kids were slinging some stuff out there. They were doing some bad shit.
Ray J was freaking hooking up with Kim K still.
And also, like, And also, like, the thing that she's like, when she gets him, she's like, get over here. And he's like, let him go and I'll go over there. And she does like the mom, okay. And grips them both back up. So good.
It is one of the few movies that the early CG makes it so much better.
It does.
But I think that was his intention, though. He wanted to do like a 1950s.
Yeah.
Originally, the idea was to do it in stop motion.
Yeah,
I know.
The original idea
that
was
would
to
have been
do it in
amazing.
stop motion, which I think stop motion would have been better because I think the old CGI dates it. Like I would love to see it in stop motion personally.
They also use like the actual like prosthetics of like the alien body when they're doing the Pierce Brosnan thing, when they're in the full suits doing the autopsy. Like it's like someone Jusef was saying while I was grabbing a beer. Like it could be one of Tim Burton's best films. Like
it's definitely
right at the time. It was kind of a lesser, but I think if you look at his full canon now, I definitely look in the top 10 probably.
And it's the most colorful too.
Yeah,
obviously Vegas helps, but the creature designs are super bright. And one of the jokes that
the creatures are based on, that like the whole movie is based on these like trading cards that have these scenes on them, like the cow's on fire right at the very beginning. That's like a trading card you can find. It's bananas. They look awesome though. I wish I could find them.
I love how the skeletons are the color of the vapor ray.
My wife had a commentary which was, I don't know, you just mentioned like the cows burning. She was like, "Oh, this movie's so progressive. They had a Vietnamese farmer. It's usually like it's usually a white guy farmer."
Like a random like MIB farmer. Just like, no, this is a Vietnamese farmer.
I love the humor from the old lady.
She's so
yeah.
That's Juno from Beetlejuice too. That's the grandma.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Tim Burton just loves working with the same people again. But yeah,
right, what's your Tim Burton top 3?
Mine, personally? Man, that's hard. I'm gonna take outside of Batman. Like I'm gonna take the Batman movies out of it because I think that's unfair to take. So I'm gonna pull them out. I think probably like Ed Wood, Sleepy Hollow, and maybe either this or Edward Scissorhands.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Oh no! You know what? Because Beetlejuice, I can't believe I just said and then skipped right over it and went back. But I do think Sleepy Hollow deserves mention. I think that's an underrated Tim Burton movie, even though it probably won't make my top 3 here. But I think it's better than it gets credit for.
Christopher Walken's amazing in that movie.
It is good.
And Ray Park, Darth Maul himself, does the actual swords play in that. So like when you see the horseman without his head, when he's doing all the cool shit, that's Ray Park.
Never saw that. I might have to watch that. I don't like Johnny Depp, but I'll watch it.
It's on Netflix, I believe.
It's like before. It's back when Johnny Depp was still okay.
It's below Johnny Depp.
I like
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I actually like Johnny in that one because he plays like a coward.
Right. Yeah.
It's pretty funny in that movie. It's like outside of his realm.
Also, it's like before Harry Potter, it was like the place for Sleepy Hollow is a great place for British actors to slum it. There's a ton of great British actors slumming it in Sleepy Hollow, and it's kind of a tribute to like Hammer horror movies. It's like really over the top with the blood and everything, and the coloration is real like fake looking. And it's kind of Tim Burton's tribute to the Hammer horror stuff of the 70s.
That's a solid movie. I was gonna say probably Beetlejuice, Mars Attacks, and Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands for me is like more heart, so I'm gonna go number 1 for that. Then it'll be Beetlejuice, and then same thing, Mars Attacks, because I'm also not a huge
love for Ed Wood, but me.
No,
Ed Wood is most
I never seen it, so I can't rank it.
Kind of comprehensive.
No,
I also think Big Fish is a pretty good Tim Burton movie.
Oh wow, yeah, Big Fish is a great film. That's true. Yeah, not my top 3.
I like Big Eyes. Sue me.
Is that a Tim Burton movie, or did he just produce that one?
No, he directed it.
He directed that? I couldn't remember. I don't think I ever saw it.
It's not very like it doesn't have his like look really, except for a few things. But
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I'm
I
not
like
a big
Sweeney
fan.
Todd, except Johnny Depp almost fucking ruins it by not only being a shitty person, but being a shitty singer.
Yes.
So I was gonna mention all the movies that you guys haven't mentioned, but since you guys went on a tiny rant about all these movies, all these movies went out the window. But I would say my first is Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Oh wow.
Um, Second would be Mars Attacks, and third would be Edward Scissorhands. But I actually kind of love Sweeney Todd just from the music. It's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, anything, I guess, anything before Planet of the Apes is a good Tim Burton movie.
Yeah.
Speaking about Mars Attacks, back to that, I swear this was one of those ones we rented from Blockbuster so frequently.
Yeah. You pick
Like, it
up
was
so
a
much.
huge, like, Friday night rental movie for, like, years. And I always used to love the guns were, like, super soakers.
Yes.
Like, it made it look so cool, and you wanted to be those kids, and you wanted to be Ray J.
Protecting your mom in a hotel, like, you know what I mean? Like, those type of things, like, you're just doing those things. But, like, even just Mars Attacks, like, you guys are saying how it's different, how us Americans are so, like, nice to those guys and to the aliens, but, like, that's not what we would do now. Like, those type of things is what really catch your eye in this. And the color, like, from Edward Scissorhand and the different, and all his, like, color palettes to this, it's super bright. And I'm sitting there watching this, and I was like, they're in the very beginning with the cows, I'm like, man, this is very Tim Burton. I was like, it didn't pop in my head, like, yes, it is Tim Burton, you dumbass. Like, you knew it was, but it didn't pop in your head that it was.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful movie. Like, and it has a lot of moments that you remember, like Sarah Jessica Parker in a dog's body. Like, one of the things that, and it goes back to like how subtle the comedy is. One of the things that I most love about it is like Pierce Brosnan is like a head hanging on this weird thing, and he like doesn't react to watching Sarah Jessica Parker in a dog body. He's like, oh, where's my body? And Sarah Jessica Parker is just like in a dog, and he doesn't even comment on the issue. So it's just like very.
Nowhere.
You know who we didn't mention was in the movie, and I actually love her death because it comes out of nowhere? Glenn Close.
Yes.
Oh, wow, yeah. President's wife.
Yes, she's the president's wife.
Literally, like, a chandelier just falls on her. She doesn't even die by an alien.
Yeah, she has a great moment in where she's like redecorating the house, and they're gonna take a picture, and she's like pushes the guy.
She's like,
pushes the guy a little bit away just to
but
get
also,
that
like,
picture.
Tim Burton definitely took. It's like I'm weird. I'm like thinking about all the scenes because right after that you have the Natalie Portman watching the aliens land, and she has like the Winona Ryder Beetlejuice thing draped over her bed. Like, she looks super sad and like depressed, like being that daughter. Like, she's basically playing a Lydia, but the president's daughter, Lydia.
Yeah.
Like, those type of cool things that Tim Burton can just recycle and reuse, and you don't catch it, but then when you do, you're like, you don't get upset about it. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool that he reuses those type of things.
That's Lydia without being goth.
Yes. And just being like, I'm the president's daughter, even though like it's like they bring a pizza to her, and she's just like, oh, okay, thank you. And like eats the pizza. Like, you want to be dark, but you're not dark. Like, that, those type of things was pretty cool. But also, like, was Tom Jones?
Well, that Tom Jones is in.
Is Tom Jones like the meme before memes even were a thing?
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Like from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and this. Like, he's like a joke.
Not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual.
And like that whole scene where all his background dancers get replaced by aliens, I turned around and was like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah,
that whole
that's
thing.
hilarious.
Those were his real
mean,
background dancers.
And the movie ends.
Like a show.
The movie ends with him like with a hawk and just like
Yeah.
And the
dancing.
deer, yeah.
It's a pleasant. It's a really ridiculous.
I was saying, like, that's the best one we've watched, you know, to date, not being a documentary. You know what I mean, film wise.
I mean, obviously because I'm the one that shows it. So
What TJ, you're next. What are you thinking?
Oh yeah. So next episode.
We'll inform Brian, guys. By the way, he's out.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give you his links.
Well, this is for everybody. So 5th episode. It's a milestone, guys. We didn't think we'd reach it. Jusef, we tried our best to sabotage you in this episode.
Like, this is the worst episode. I'm glad I'm the host.
You. So I figured next episode, the 5th one, we'll make it a black tie event. It's an anniversary. We haven't done this in a while. So everyone, we're going to, instead of beers, I have a request. Everyone to get a $5 bottle of Courbet and pop that when the time comes. Everyone in black ties. And we're going to watch a great movie, Night of the Creeps. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that. So it's basically a great horror film. We're by the time the next episode airs, it'll be the end of August. We're getting September. I want to get into horror. So I want to bring in Night of the Creeps. It's this very great horror film based around a college social event. So they'll be all black tie, including zombies and slugs. So that'll be the next film we're doing, guys.
Okay, Night of the Creeps. I'm in.
Sounds good to me. Do I have to put on an actual black tie because I don't have an actual black tie because I'm a 30-year-old man?
Then wear a maroon tie or like a beige tie. Or
Just look your best.
Yeah.
Can I? I mean, I think I look pretty good right now.
You look okay, but do you have like a bow tie?
I can put on a bow tie. I can definitely.
Yeah, bow tie would be dope. You know what I mean?
Can I keep my brand?
Well, I was going to ask you. Do you have a fedora?
Yeah.
Why do you assume that I have a fedora, man?
I'm not assuming anything. I'm just asking if you have a fedora.
Why
racist?
Me?
You're so
Why me?
fucking racist.
Well, I was going to ask Joe next if he had a. Joe, you're Italian, right? What do Italians wear on their head?
Pasta.
You got any spaghetti you could wrap up on top of your head?
Yeah, I got a spaghetti head.
There you go. But yes, so next week, black tie event, guy, or 2 weeks from now, black tie event. Brian, hopefully, will be working, and other than that, it's still a great episode, I thought.
All right, so let's do a little bit of banter, saying goodbye to see if we get Brian in to his goodbye. So, TJ,
yes.
Where can the people find you?
Yes, you are on Movie Squad now. If you're watching this, this is our channel. No, I'm not gonna say mine. I'm TJ Dex. You guys are Movie Squad. I'm trying to stretch that out a little bit, but yes, I have a couple shows coming up on Odd Shaped Panel. From Code to Script, where we're talking about Street Fighter, that 1994 classic video game film with Billy Palahan, and then
you guys use the word classic way
it's
too.
A classic film, as
frequently. Classic
as in time wise, because it came out a long time ago. And then we're doing another show with Billy, super something with Friends with Billy Palahan. I'm sorry, I don't know the name Billy, but we're doing Superman the Mole Man from like 1951, recapping that TV movie. Or it was just actually a movie. And then other than that, guys, Flyover State of Film, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got. What you got, Joe?
You could find me on Twitter, and as Jusef so pleasantly gave me a description early on of just, and Joe, that sums up my Twitter.
Also, I don't mean to interrupt Joe, but me and Joe, as he stated before, we're going to go see the Meg on Friday. Depending on how we feel afterwards and how our state of mind is, we might shoot a small little review that, if he's okay with it, I'd like to post on the channel. Another thing I want to run by you guys. Do you feel... Never mind. I was going to say, do you guys want to go live with the next episode?
Oh, yeah, because this one was so perfect.
Yeah, you know what, TJ? No.
Reaching for the
Clearly, this is the one that we go like, yeah, we're ready for go live.
Like, live? Why do we want to go live? I don't want.
So we should start inviting like all the important people that we might interact with onto the next show with this one. Be like, hey guys, watch this show and then come on to the next show with us.
We don't need people viewing in and wasting their night from 8 to 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night.
All right, so I think. There it is. Come on, Brian.
There's Brian. To tell us to go watch the DVD bunker.
Come on, Brian. Say goodbye.
Say bye, Brian.
Where can the people find you, Brian?
Oh, they can find me on Twitter. You can find my show, The DVD Bunker, over on the Tough channel on YouTube. Also, I'm posting uncut versions of the audio on the DVD Debunker podcast channel. So iTunes, SoundCloud, or wherever you have podcasts, check that out. Also, that's where you can find the audio version of this show if you're looking for something. If maybe you got time to listen in the car and not watch at home, you can check it out on there. And I can't wait to hopefully get my connection all set up and in good working order so I can kick Kim and Jusef's ass at Fan Friction in a couple weeks and get a road back to my title.
Definitely.
All right,
definitely.
so thank you for. My name is Jusef Konasai. You can find me at whyilofmovies.com or where I just post random reviews every now and again. Before I leave, I wrote some.
My connection isn't going to hold out for this.
All right, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment with a movie you might want us to watch and talk about. Please stay tuned for the next episode of Flyover State of Film. We will be watching Night of the Creeps and getting real down dirty with the Black Tie event. Have a good one, guys.